losing mom that early impact you?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just really blessed to have a great father, and we stayed really close till he passed away a few years back. But just had a lot of great women in my life, aunts and my grandmother, and my father's mother came to live with us. It was funny because Andy Griffith was always our favorite TV show. And I don't know why the producers came up with that concept, but our household wasn't Leave It to Beaver. My grandmother was big, looked just like Aunt B. My father, if you'd have met him, picture perfect image of Andy Griffith. Talk like him, even kind of look like him. Had that same kind of homespun way about him, and seemed to always have a good moral at the end of the day. He was always my grounded, mentor when I could figure out a way of weaseling out of something, or maybe cutting a deal that was a little too much in my favor. He would always bring me back to the center and remind me what was right and what was wrong till I finally got it on my own.
Seemed like a really, really good blue collar, get your hands dirty, work hard influence too. How did his work on the pipeline and your work on the pipeline impact your worldview?
Well, my father was an engineer, so his work on the pipeline was my work on the pipeline. Because when I was probably 14 or 15, I started working in the shop, loading up trucks, going out on pipelines and whatever. When I was old enough to be out on the job, he always found the nastiest, hardest ditch full of mud or whatever where I could be with a shovel. Or I won't bore you with my whole pipeline career, but there was nothing about sitting in an office about it. By the time I got to college, and he offered me a job on the Alaska pipeline, which he was a part of that team that designed it. I was sitting in an office because I was one of the few people that had any clue about how to test a pipe that was that big. And there was a pretty small crew of us that did that. But my dad, his father, actually sharpened blades in a sawmill in Urania, Louisiana. And his mother was a first grade school teacher. He went in the service and put himself through college, and obviously was a really smart guy. But there was not a pretentious bone in his body. He never pushed society or to be in the in crowd and that whole club or anything. He was always home. I can still hear him whistling through the door at 5:30 every day, and he whistled out the door at 7 o'clock in the morning. He worked till the day he died, and he loved his work just like I do.